Hello, my friend. It's Steph, and thank you so much for joining me. This is Monday, September 6th, and so that means it's time to draw our Oracle card of the week. I just remembered before we get started, please, if you wouldn't mind, to like the video, and if you're interested, you could subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when I post the weekly video or any other offerings that I might have to share. I always forget that because the social media marketing thing is not my first thought when I'm filming these. It's always just to share the messages, but it does help. So I would appreciate that a lot. So we're wrapping up the traditional summer holiday and moving into the fall season. And so any kind of change of seasons is always a nice time to do a little house clearing. Get rid of some things you don't need, invite in some new energy, take a moment to reflect and see where you've been and start to choose where it is you'd like to go. So these times of transition really allow us a natural opportunity to be still and to take a moment and sometimes simply to breathe. So I hope that today, if you do have a day off, or even if you just have a minute or two, you'll give yourself an opportunity to do just that, to just simply breathe. Makes all the difference in the world. So now let's draw our card and see what energies we can carry with us for the week ahead. So this is Archangel Haniel, and Haniel's message is find and follow your rhythm. Well, that's a nice compliment to the introduction. So Archangel Haniel has a very feminine, a very light and genuine presence. Oftentimes her energy feels a little bit like the lunar cycle, where there's a strength and then she's a little more subtle, and then we can really feel connected and then it's a little less intense. So that's an appropriate way for us to relate to this particular archangel, because she does allow us to be in tune with our own natural cycles and rhythms and inner longings and tune, and figure out how we can live our lives in a way that really supports our natural inclinations, which then allow us to more readily thrive. And I think it's easy in our world to get caught up in the I've always got to be on, I've always got to be doing, I always need to be going. And then as we override some of our natural needs or some of our personality characteristics, we can quickly forget or become very imbalanced and lose sight of who we genuinely are. And so I want you to know that you're here to march to the beat of your own drum. And your drum is going to sound different from mine, and that's good. We each have unique constitutions, we each have spiritual gifts and aptitudes, and we all have our personal lessons to learn. But when we try to resist that and try to force ourselves into someone else's expectations or society obligations, we can quickly become sad and heavy and just not feel ourselves, because in a way we lose track of who we are. So this week, it's a perfect time to just slow down for a minute, to decide, am I getting enough sleep? Do I find that my diet supports me with the choices that I make when I eat? Am I surrounding myself with an environment that feels uplifting? What do I need to do to find my rhythm so that I can really be in the flow and do the work that I'm here to do? Because when you honor yourself, you start to shine and then you begin to grow. And when you do that, not only are you blessed, but we're all blessed. So I want you to take a little bit of time this week to just settle in, to slow down, and then figure out what's your best pace. And you know what? That pace may change tomorrow, and that's okay. It may get quicker. You may need to slow it down. But that's what life is. It's not about a march. Life is a dance with different rhythms and different cadences and different movements. And when we can embrace that, what an amazing experience it can become. So I encourage you this week to tune in, to listen to your rhythm, to follow it, and with spirit, accompanied by your angels, enjoy the dance of life. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. I send love and abundant of blessings and joy in every form you can imagine to you this week. Thank you again, and namaste.